Welcome everybody, welcome dear friends. We are honored today to have Neil and FIFO from Future Finance, FTR, the team that has been silently building for the past, what has it been, Neil? Over 7 months.
Yeah,
In silence, but you've been building the future of finance, and we're seeing competitors of the project actually spawn on Solana. We're gonna talk about that a bit later.
yeah.
Super, thank you for being here, both of you guys. Very honored. Looking forward to learn what you've been building all this time.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us. Thanks a lot to everyone that is taking on their time to join and hear us for the MAA. Definitely, we are building the future of finance. That's a play on word, but I'm with FIFO that is also working with me and the whole FTR team. He's focused on NFTs, front end and artistic development on 3D and other graphic stuff. I'm sure he'll be very happy to expand. But yeah, just for introducing ourselves for the ones that don't know us yet. Basically, we're providing 2 to 3 financial products that are quite simple and quite regular in the legacy finance, which are a fixed rate. Basically, the concept of the fixed rate is you take $100, you invest it in our fixed rate products, and it provides you a yield that can reach 40% APY. We also have other products that are basically farming the funding that is available on centralized exchanges, and that can reach 50 to 100 APY. But again, this is floating, while for the first products, the fixed rate products, you are sure to get the yield that is promised at the beginning of the quarter. So yeah, it may be a bit technical somehow, but we definitely, as you can see, have an increasing competition and other people that are finding this idea interesting. So yeah, we saw some competitors. I don't know if you want to start with
Yeah, we're not gonna
of
start from there. I want us to start a little bit from you guys. Tell us a little bit briefly about your background and how did you end up building in Solana. I'm always interested in that journey. It shows, some people actually come from Ethereum, some people come from traditional finance. It's interesting to know how someone ends up a couple of layers into cryptocurrencies, deep into cryptocurrencies, because we are like talking about something which we're still early, which is Solana.
yeah,
So
yeah,
how did you get
definitely.
here?
Yeah. So yeah, just throwing us back 6 to 8 years later, before I graduated from a tier 1 university in Paris with a master in quantitative finance. I've been working in main bank's trading room in Paris as a forex strategist. And starting from the 2017 bull run, I've been focusing and interesting myself on cryptocurrency. So I basically entered a few months before the 2017 top, and I was deeply amazed by everything that I was discovering. Of course, most of us, I guess. But yeah, then I focused myself on cryptocurrencies, building a lot of quantitative tools and strategies and automated execution bots and programming bots and market making bots. I've been developing this from 2017 till 2019. And basically, so I completely stopped working on trade finance during that period. And afterwards, I came back in trade finance working as a risk manager for desk of rate traders. So basically, this is also why we got into fixed rate and basically rate products or yielding products or delta neutral products, at least products that don't have any directional exposure and are supposed to provide passive income with near zero risk, because basically this is what I've been working on in legacy finance, working with these traders that are working once again on rates.
So you have extensive experience with cryptocurrencies and financial products. You know you have a coding background and a quantitative financial background. You are like the perfect person to actually get into this space.
Well, I'm also trying to remain humble and not let you the paternity of that last sentence. But yeah, I'm definitely aware of the risks and everything that is involving yield generation and yield management. And I guess I'm pretty good at coding, but again, my first title, at least that's why I'm working for, is a quant. So quantitative developers or engineers or trader are basically working with big numbers, trying to extract every possible alpha from any type of market data or sentiment data, and we basically work with math numbers, gathering data all day. So I think this is the first thing that allows me and allows FTR to be competitive on that field, especially against the upcoming competition.
Nice. You are
That's the
a few steps
background.
ahead. But also, I wanna learn a little bit more about FIFO, who I think is a newer member in the team.
Yeah. So FIFO joined us a few months ago, 3 to 4 months ago. Basically, 3 to 4 months ago, we decided, with the help of a few members in the community, to source new talents, because definitely a lot of stuff had to be built on, and I was kind of single on the hard development side. So yeah, FIFO joined us, and he has been focusing on the front end development and some stuff around NFTs. And there is also Novice, who is focused on pure smart contract development on Solana and within the Anchor framework. So yeah, these are the two members that are hardworking with me to make FTR the future of finance. And yeah, I'll let FIFO introduce himself. He's a very cool guy.
But he's not good in English.
No problem. Nah, we'll manage, man. We'll manage.
Okay, no problem. But yes, I'm FIFO. I'm French. I'm 42 years old. Yes, I'm old. And I was a quality manager in a big company before. And then there was the COVID, so I literally lost my job. And in this crisis, I tried to readapt myself, and because I was a crypto fanatic, I put my interest into coding. But I start from the scratch in 2029. 21, sorry, this years, and I start coding for the beginning with C++, thing like that, some JavaScript shit, okay, and I was happy to do that, so I continue, and some skill appears. I can say that like this. So I don't know how, but I was in link with Neil, and because he was...
I recognize myself a lot into you, FIFO, because FIFO has been learning a lot of stuff within the past month with a lot of like very fast and with a very independent mind, and he's also very good ethically, and so this is why also it was important to join with people I know I feel a good vibe with and that are very motivated to know things for FTR, for the project, but also and most importantly for themselves. So yeah, most of the people that I joined are in the team are people that are fighting to be better themselves every day, and this is also a good quality from FIFO. But I'll let you continue.
Yeah, and also to be honest, I have a lot of side projects in my life, and music is part of this. I am already, enfin toujours, comment on dit?
Yeah,
Je
still,
suis
yeah.
toujours. Yes, I'm a music producer, but it's not my job. It's just for hobby, and I win a lot of money with this. So I know how to use software, and in my opinion, it helped me a lot to assimilate of this new technology like React or Blender of every type of software in one domain, and that's why I progress very quickly. I think.
Man, nice,
Maybe
nice.
we'll see.
That's a beautiful mix of talent, I have to
Yes.
say.
Yeah,
And as they say, opportunities come during the time of crisis. And COVID,
Yeah.
I'm like, of course, it changed a lot of people's life, but a lot of opportunities were born, especially in the
Definitely.
digital world and what we call now Web3 and remote working, and all these needs pushed us to explore new things. But let's go to what you guys are offering now. I'd like the people and the audience, because I'm familiar with Future Finance. We've been in contact since the early days of building on Solana. We started around the same time, I think. That's why we got closer. But I'd love to know what you offer today and what you're planning to offer soon, like in the next couple of months. So what is there today? I know about the fixed rate, the floating rate, and but I'll let you go through the products.
Yeah, of course. Just one last thing about FIFO is he's been working as a music producer, but he's also very good in a general way to feel the sense. And basically, he gave a great advice a few weeks ago by saying, okay, Nail, you should put a fixed rate into an NFT and sell that NFT. And basically, to be honest, I think he was the first one who provided that idea. We started tweeting about it, and we launched a first NFT collections a few weeks ago, following his idea. So once again, he's a huge asset, especially given the fact that he knows the NFT market rather well, and that he thinks not like a quant engineer, but rather like a regular investor that is just seeing things pop up and say, okay, I want this. But yeah. To come back to what we can offer, we'll be launching a lot of things within the next few weeks, which is the results of the work that has been provided for the past month. Basically, we'll be launching today the first ever auto-rolled fixed rate, which is basically the fixed rate that we've been providing since now 6 months. So since 6 months, basically we're providing at the beginning of every quarter a product that is worth 100, and at the end of the quarter, the product is worth 110. So we provide 10% every quarter since 7 to 8 months. So we've been distributing more than 3 to 40% yield to our early believers and fixed rate investors. But the main problem was, first of all, the fee that has to be paid on Serum when purchasing and exceeding the product, and also the fact that people had to come at the end of every quarter to sell the current contract that was maturing and getting into 110, and buying back the new products a few days later at 100. So it was quite a tedious task and tedious user experience for our fixed rate holders. So basically what we are doing now is we launched our own smart contract that is allowing basically people to just invest, and the contract is auto-rolled, so they have nothing to do. If they want to keep the product for 2 months, they can do. If they want to keep the products for 6 months, they have nothing to do but just to come back 6 months later and sell back the fixxt rates.
It auto compounds, I assume. If you don't.
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
That's important.
And that auto compound can allow us to reach even a bit more than the 40% APY that we're advertising so far. But I think we'll be able to reach something like 50% APY without generating any rewards from FTR. So this is pure organic, like I like it to, organic yield that is taken from the market.
Yeah, and
so
it's also completely unrelated to price of the asset or any crypto risk out there. But I want people to understand, because it might be easier for you or for me that we have an idea of these financial products in the real world. But how does it work? Like, I want you to explain to us what you do on your side for this to happen. Which assets do you invest, and how do you keep this omnidirectional, where you don't care where the market is going to go? And I also want you to explain what is the user experience. What does a user need to do in order to participate in that product?
Yeah, I get it. So what we're doing on our side is basically we're open basis trade position. We long the spot and we short the future on the platform where it's more advantageous to do so. So
and
basically,
which platforms do you select from?
We are using BitMEX. We're using BitMEX, but again, we don't remain. Of course, it has to be discussed with the holders, etc. But the idea for us is to be constantly watching for where is the best opportunity. So definitely BitMEX is so far the platform we're using to generate the position. By the way, anyone at this point can just plug into our account, because we have read-only API keys, and just check that the position that we are taking, so in real time. So like, we're very transparent about it, because we know that there is potentially trust issues in the process. But definitely what we are doing is we're just buying spot with $1,000, and we are selling the future, which is supposed to be 10% above the price we bought the spot for, again, $1,000, to keep it simple. So if the price of the underlying asset goes up or goes down, we have zero P&L impact, and we just take the spread between the spot price and the future price by, once again, buying the spot asset and selling the future of the same asset. So this is what we are doing. What people need to do is just getting on our platform. The important thing also about this new perpetual or auto-roll fixed rate that we are launching today is that for the first time, it was written in our white paper, but basically FTR should be fuel for FTR products. So people in the genesis of the project, the idea was people had to buy FTR products with USDC, but also with FTR. So for example, for the product that we'll be launching today, people will need to buy the product for, let's say, 100, expecting the price of the product to be 110 3 months later, but they will have to pay 100 plus 2 FTR. So this is also very important for FTR and FTR holders, because this is where we stop providing our product with our FTR holding, like what we did so far. And this is the first time that we really link FTR with the use of the FTR products.
So let me understand correctly. When I can buy the product, I can let it grow, let it go wherever it needs to go, get my 50%. But when I want to claim my money, I want to actually get out from that, I will need to have a little bit of FTR in my wallet, and 2 coins are going to be taken.
The fact is, if you want to buy today the product, that's not exactly what you said. If you want to buy the product today, you will have to spend $100 and 2 FTR.
So it happens today. Okay.
Yeah, and your 100 will grow into 150 at the end of the year. So let's imagine you redeem the product at the end of the year. You redeem 150 plus the FTR that you locked within the use of the product at the beginning of the year.
Ah, that's amazing. Okay, I love it.
So you just basically have to stack FTR while you're using the financial products.
And for someone to actually buy these products, goes to future-ftr.io and picks the product, and then has to go to the serum markets. This is scary a little bit for someone who's not crypto native, don't you think?
Can you sorry? Can you repeat what you just said?
So it takes you to the serum markets. The moment you say you click on buy this product.
No. Yeah. So that was the old version, but
all right. Thank you, man. You're changing this.
Yeah, we're definitely changing these, and we're not showing any order book with Serum. With a very Serum is very important for the whole Solana ecosystem. Nobody's going to deny this, but the UI, especially for people that are not aware about what an order book is definitely scary. You don't know where to click.
Yes.
Once again, I'll comment about this later today, but there is already a lot of posts on our Twitter about the last UI. We've been on DevNet since 1 week to 10 days now. So basically the UI is ready. The DevNet has been ready. We've been building the smart contract since basically the Ignition hackathon. So it's been 3 months of testing and improving the smart contract. So yeah, we're definitely laying down that Serum interface that was definitely scary and not user-friendly. And we are moving to something very simple where you have an IPY, you have an invest or redeem button, and you have a button to submit the transaction, and that's it.
I have a huge smile in my face because, man, this is awesome. Because I think that the product is extremely amazing, and it's something that crypto needs. There's fixed rates. Because it's like these things are going in the future when volatility kind of is tones down, and I think that those fixed rate products are going to be the future. We should see more people be attracted to those.
Yeah. It's not even about investing; it's about saving. Like if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in a bank account today, they just don't return any money. So basically, you can see this fixed rate as a stable form, or like you can give it a lot of names, but basically what it does, it provides nearly 50% APY on your stable coins and on USDC. So yeah, definitely we hope that the UI and the user experience will be improved with that new smart contracts and new way of offering our products. So yeah,
I want to build on a question that someone asked on Twitch, saying when you open these positions, is there any leverage involved? From what I understand as myself, there's no leverage. It's just two spot positions, as you said, a future and a spot. And couldn't you just apply leverage and increase that kind of APY?
So we don't have any leverage. We don't have any leverage because when you offer a fixed rate, basically what you're doing is offering USDC for the market. And if you start leveraging, it means that you're borrowing USDC from the market. And this is definitely where the yield comes from. When everyone is on Bybit or any centralized exchange and is popping on the 10x leverage, people don't even realize that they are borrowing USDC from the market, from Bybit, from somewhere. There is someone that is lending you that USDC that you want to use to get that leverage. And this is definitely that demand of dollar from retailers or institutional investors that are leveraging and therefore that are borrowing money from the market that we're trying to exploit. So if you want to leverage on this, and let's say, for example, I have $1,000 and I open a 2,000 position, it means that I will have to borrow $1,000 to buy a side of the, like I have $1,000 in the account and I want to open a 2,000 position. I will need to borrow 1,000 to be able to buy the spot, and definitely I can then short the future with 2000. But in fact, what I've been opening there is two different positions. One fixed rate position where I have 1000 that is open doing the fixed rate, and one other position where I'm basically borrowing 1000 USDC and hoping that I get back that amount of yield I've been spending within the fixed rate. So there is a first transaction that is basically, you can split that leverage basis trade into two things. One fixed rate, basically with the amount of that part of the transaction is basically what you're not borrowing, and another transaction which is a swap, because you're basically exchanging the floating rate, because you're taking money from the market and borrowing money from the market, and you're receiving the fixed rate. So there is, once again, two sides. If you go on that leverage trade, you have the first side where you basically just do your fixed rate, regular fixed rate, and on the leverage part, you're basically making a swap, which is paying the floating.
Yeah, and then you lose. That's not fixed rate anymore.
Yeah, that's not fixed rate anymore. And definitely we have that product that is 100% doing this, which is a swap where you exchange the fixed rate and you receive the funding rate.
I see.
But definitely this is a bit more technical than just saying, okay, we have a USD farm. And anyone saying that they can leverage on that fixed rate are basically not understanding what they are doing, because it has to remain coherent. What you're doing when you're borrowing money from the market is getting USDC in your pocket and paying an interest on them. So the fixed rate, which is the other side of the same coin, has to be you providing USDC to the market and getting a yield on it. And if you don't have USDC, you can enter a fixed rate.
I think you explained it very well. I want to go back to what you're launching today. So what we're going to see, when are we going to see it live? Are we going to see, like, on the top right of your website, launch up button that will take us to the...
We'll have a special button there, but we'll disclose the URL on our socials, and we'll adapt, of course, to the website, so it's way more visible than what it is at the moment to get to that page where you can buy the fixed rate.
And what other products will we able to see there now or in the future?
We'll stay on that fixed rate for the moment. We'll definitely improve the swap contract we just talked about, where basically you're farming the funding, the floating rate on centralized exchanges and potentially Mango. But I think we'll remain with these kind of products. The project was moving everything on chain, and we're halfway, in my opinion. We still want to be able to provide a fully on-chain fixed rate. And basically, I think this will be the focus for Q1, launching a fully decentralized fixed rate. The thing is, after thinking a lot about it, I think we'll have to launch a stablecoin as well. And that stablecoin will be supposed to get the funding yield on decentralized platform, decentralized exchanges on Solana. So basically what we're doing at the moment is plugging with Mango Markets, Jet Protocol, Zeta Markets, and basically every main decentralized exchange that is launching in the Solana ecosystem, to be able to build a position there to farm the funding and therefore get the floating rates of these platforms, so we can use this rate to incentivize.
So in order to actually move to a completely decentralized scheme, you'll have to get out of your BitMEX position. It needs to happen on the Solana blockchain, right?
Definitely, but as you were talking about the competition, and basically what we are witnessing so far is competitors that are. I was thinking basically the same. I was saying, okay, being centralized is a bad thing for us, and this we definitely need. We have to urge moving on chain because this is where the real deal is. The fact is, you've been mentioning basis market. I don't think in their roadmap these guys are offering anything on chain. So their relative success so far, at least at raising money, pushed us to think that maybe that centralization can also be a strength because it will allow us to, like, to be honest, there is, like you said, competition in Solana.
Just to allow people to catch up. Basis market is a competitor that spawned quite like, well, a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, on Solana, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Is there any other competitor offering this kind of fixed rates?
Look, as far as I understood, but correct me if I'm wrong, so far Basis Market has been issuing NFT that allow people to witness what are the potential basis trade to be made on the market.
Yeah, we haven't seen any products being launched by them.
No, they have been providing a product which is, in my opinion, but once again, I don't own any NFT from them. But of course, I clearly look at everything that they're providing and their roadmap, etc. From what I understood, what they've been providing so far is still a product that is interesting. It's an aggregator of funding across platforms. But the thing is, just between you and me, as you can imagine, we'll be very quickly providing the same thing to every FTR and NFT holders within the next weeks. So they've been providing interesting things, but in my opinion, like so far, I don't see anything consistent. As far as I understood, I saw their first video. They promised to be able to basically get all the money that they've been raising recently and put it into different strategies. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, it's in a centralized way.
Yes, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's 15 exchanges, and Binance is one of them. FTX is one of them.
Yeah. So everything, basically, what they offer is a fully centralized, solution. The thing is, we've been the first to produce this. Definitely, they have more exposure than us. That's a fact. But basically, we've been the first to do this. They've been so far following us. What they are promising is first yields coming in Q2 of 2022. I've been in quick discussion with them, but basically what I said is, like, we have a strategy that is running. Let's come and work together and get a part of your money that you just raised and put it into FTR products that are already delivering a yield, and not just don't wait for 6 months with all that money while you have solutions at the moment. There have been no following. So definitely they are talented. These guys are big crypto Twitter personalities. So I'm sure they will be delivering a very good work. But in my opinion, the competition is way larger than this. And it's basically every protocol that is offering passive income. So including Katana, Ribbon Finance. I saw another one that is popping recently is Tap Finance. So basically, we're not focusing on basis market. There is also other competitors that are providing fixed rate, like maybe I'm mistaken, but UST Terra Market is also offering a fixed rate solutions. There is also CRV. There is also Francium. The thing is, at the moment, we have the highest APY, at least organic APY. Some other protocols are providing better products in terms of APY, but they are issuing tokens to provide rewards to push people to get into that product. The long-term yield that everyone is providing so far is lower than what we are providing right now.
You're right. Now that the way you're putting it, it's true. Yes, you are actually offering a very high return with no
and at the end of the day,
risk.
This will be in our opinion, this will be the the differentiation argument. It will be about the yield. So we're definitely seeing all that competition. Basis market definitely has a lot of exposure. Once again, I'm sure they will be doing a great job, but I'm not even considering this as my tier one competition, as far as they didn't offer any yield. So I saw the coin is pumping. They've been having a lot of, they can have all the hype necessary real here for the long terms. We didn't focus on hype since the beginning, so we're not going to get scared because someone is having a lot of hype. Like, so far they didn't provide anything, and they don't plan to provide anything within the next 6 months. So I wish them a lot of luck. I'm definitely going to surf on what they have been providing so far. The thing is, from a tactical point of view, it's also interesting because basically I hope that they will be educating people. Basically, all the people that are educating are now potential clients for FTR. So I see this competition, especially if it's remaining about providing numbers and not providing execution. Like, we're providing execution. We are not providing a screen where we have numbers and people don't like. Building a position like this can seem trivial, but it's not. So
no, you've been doing all the tough things. You know, that's what I recognize, and that's what I really liked from the project. You've been doing all the really hard things. You've been delivering yield as promised, stable, that works, and you haven't been asking for anything. Just the user experience is not very friendly. And and I think the biggest problem, and this is to Whale's friend, you know, that wants to buy FTR because understands this kind of benefits that you're providing. Like, the token is not really part of the Solana DeFi. There is no liquidity for the token. Like, I want to buy $1,000 of FTR, and I have 10% price impact. That turns me off. You know, what's going on there? Like, why? If I could buy without that, I think that would be much easier.
Okay, I understand. We'll be definitely working on this. So far, as you said, we've been focusing on the tough things, but we'll definitely keep more and more attention to liquidity, user experience, and exposure, because we now have something that we're quite happy with, especially with the perpetual fixed rate. So we're going to leverage on this, move on chain for Q1, and definitely get more liquidity on the FTR pair. That's definitely in the pipeline.
And you guys, this is extremely important for the people to listen. You've never done a sale. You airdropped your token, right?
Yeah, we airdrop. Well, to be honest, and this is also why I join with core people that are fighting for their future. Like, I don't want to be buying or selling anything into VCs. Like, ideally, I would like this project to go as far as possible without external funding and while being completely owned by its community. And I'll definitely do my best to provide that goal. So definitely, no, we don't have any VC. We don't have any big holders that didn't buy after the airdrop. We definitely airdropped 23% of our 1 million supply. And at the moment, I think there is kind of less than 23% of the supply that is circulating, because we've been buying back some FTR with the recent dump. So
So if someone wants to get some FTR, since you never did an IDO, let's say, okay, people missed your airdrop. Someone is listening to this talk now, and he's like, "What the fuck? I want to buy FTR." What does he need to do?
It's on Aldrin. It's also on Solana Swap. And I think these are the main two Solana exchanges where you can get FTR. But yeah, we also have another important thing coming out within a few days now. So basically, we are unrolling a lot of work that has been done so far, and so there will be the perpetual fixed rate. Like, to be honest, I'd like to encourage people to buy the fixed rate and buy FTR while they understand how powerful this product is. I think this is the way to enter FTR community and ecosystem, because we are definitely building an ecosystem. It's really to just pop into the fixed rate product, wait for a quarter, realize that you just made 10% doing nothing without any risk. And yeah, understanding that he has huge potential, especially if people need FTR to get into the products. But yeah, to come back into what we are unrolling. So we are unrolling that purposeful auto roll fixed rate today. The NFT we've been issuing a few weeks ago have been a success. Basically, we issued 100 NFT that are yielding 20% APY.
We are talking about the Galactic Bananas, right?
Yeah.
100 pieces that were sold out almost immediately in less than a day, right?
Yeah, a few hours, within a few hours. We're definitely reiterating the experience, so we'll be issuing another collection around Christmas that will be yielding. So yeah, if you want to
can you explain a little bit, quick explanation of how the Galactic Bananas are actually giving back yield, and how, like, it costed 2 Sol. You took one and invested it to open the position. Give us a little bit the story behind that, because it was so innovative. I remember going, like, praising it on my stream because I was so excited. It was such a cool application for NFTs and non-fungible financial products. So just let the people know what you built there. It was awesome. And as you said, that was FIFO's idea. So yeah, welcome to the team, man. That was awesome.
Definitely. And the funny thing is, like, you've been talking about competition, so I allow myself to talk about competition as well. Basis Market has been issuing an NFT that's what the first NFT they've been issuing for 8 Sol without a picture in it, and we felt like they've been stealing that idea from FIFO. But anyway, yeah. So basically, what we are doing is we've been issuing 100 NFTs for 2 Sols, and 1 Sol was reinvested into the fixed rate products. So what people can expect from this is just they buy the NFT, and at the end of every quarter, they get USDC sent on their wallet. So basically, we are sending 22 USDC every quarter to the Galactic Bananas holder, so they don't have to do anything. They don't even have to go on a website or use a smart contract to redeem their capital and interests. And the cool thing about this banana as well is, as we are using 1 Sol as collateral, basically we are able to give an insurance that the floor won't be below 1 Sol. So for example, the floor for this Galactic Banana can be below 2020 USDC, because otherwise, well, we have more than 2020 USDC that is corresponding to this Galactic Banana on a centralized exchange. So it's interesting for us to buy it back and get a profit from it. So
did any banana drop under 2 Sol at any point?
Yeah.
Wow, that was an easy ARB opportunity.
That was an easy money from the. I saw someone selling it for 0.7 Sol. So yeah, I think someone needed liquidity fast, and definitely it got matched pretty quickly as well, because once again, these bananas have intrinsic value and are delivering a periodic yield. So they have intrinsic value. If you want to, they can go to 0, because once again, they have USDC as collateral within.
Yeah, there's $220 backing them, plus the yield that they will be generating as long as you are there, guys.
Exactly. So definitely it was a way for us to ride the NFT craze, and we are definitely reiterating this around Christmas. So yeah, expect some pros from us, and I hope you get a new one.
Can us early believers, banana and snail holders, get a benefit on the platform by holding that?
Yeah, of course. Well, the whole palette, the whole pack for the Galactic Bananas is, first of all, they get the yield that is that have been described. They also get a wavy banana, which is another profile picture collection we'll be minting around Christmas. And definitely they get a rebate on the fees that are produced by the FTR ecosystem. They also get a share on the royalties that are gathered for every transaction. So yeah, the idea is definitely to deliver a maximum of yields to these early believers. And definitely there is a lot of surprises coming for the holders of these collections, because once again, it was definitely the early believers. In the same way, a lot of bananas will be airdropped to the top 20, or like we'll be airdropping a lot of NFTs around Christmas for FTR holders, especially big holders, as a reward for their patience and constant support. Definitely, we're community owned, and we definitely want to live that travel and that that adventure with the community, and we will be eating all together at the same table. This is also why it's very important for me not to have anybody in my back saying, no, don't give them like, I really want to be fair. I really love the way the Genesis Go project is going on. This guy, I'm definitely feeling on the same length with these guys. They are very ethical. I want to be the same. And I think the whole team can agree on the fact that we want to deliver good proposition, good products, and make everyone happy. So everyone is rewarded for their patience, especially first believers.
Man, I'm just envisioning, my imagination is running wild now, and I just have this feeling I can go to the future finance application, and I can buy one of your products, and I'll get my non-fungible financial product that belongs to me and is together with an NFT, and I have this perpetual yield strategy that.
But on the same subject there, I'm seeing some collection popping up and offering some yield on NFTs as well. So definitely, what I noticed from this increase in competition is we're on the good track. There are a lot of people that have been watching us and that are saying, these guys have a good idea. Maybe we can run up on them. Spoiler, they won't.
So you've told us what's happening very soon, and are we gonna see, really, I'm just asking again and get the same question, are we gonna see the changes on your website like in a couple of hours? Are we talking about that soon?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's a lot of alpha, man. Like, I'm looking at the order book on on Aldrin.
So that a lot of stuff. Again, this is the whole quarter's work that we're pulling out right now. So,
and as we said, no fundraising. There's no VC holding any coins. There are no vestings or anything. How much, percentage-wise, what belongs to the team from the total mint?
From the distribution chart that is once again available on our website, I don't even remember. I think it's 20%, 15%.
Classic. Okay.
There is a huge amount of FTR that is currently not circulating. The idea is to
team funds. Here it is, 23%.
77% isn't moving at the moment and is in a vault. In a bank, this part of the distribution is not moving, and it's like at this point I have a day job. I'll be leaving my day job within the next weeks, hopefully. But again, the whole business at this exact stage is profitable, so we don't need to sell FTR, and we don't need with the current growth we're witnessing, we will be able to pay ourselves.
So you're not actually you're not making anything at the moment from this. You're just capturing market share. You're not, the protocol is not making money for you at the moment.
Everything is reinvested. There is not enough for the reinvestment, paying FIFO and Novice, because no, at the moment it generates some money, but it's like the amount of money that we are getting is highly related to the asset under management that we have into the fixed rate, especially. So no, at the moment it doesn't allow me to say in a safe way, like I want to leave my job. Like I have a high-paying job. I'm an engineer in a bank, so if I have to price in the risks and the taxes, after all, I would have to pay like 10K a month. So no, there is not enough money, especially to dedicate for me for 10K a month. There is a lot of things to build on. There is a lot of people we've been paying with these benefits we've been gathering so far. Most of it is reinvested either through FTR buyback or development. So no, so far I haven't been paying myself, and I don't want to be relying on that source of income.
I love the fact that you are also so ethical that you don't want to have any venture capitals, you don't want to have any third parties holding tokens that could I love this combination.
The easy way would be for me to raise like 200K, sell tokens and work for it during a year, but it's a childhood dream. Like it doesn't make sense for me. Like I'm leaving the bank to build the future of finance in crypto, and at the end of the day, I get money from a bank. Like I'll let everyone, but I don't want to do this. Like I'm already at the bank. I work every day in the bank. I want to leave the bank and be free from anybody and just deliver a product that is mind-blowing and equitably shared with the holders and the investors. So I'm definitely not gonna go back, but it would be definitely easier for me to do this. We probably might be going faster if we've been doing so, but there is also governance coming. Also, I saw that you guys made huge progresses on governance.
Oh yeah. This is the last the last part of my questions that I have in my notes are about governance.
Yeah, governance. Okay.
But before we go there, I want to ask a couple of numbers. At the moment, what is the assets under management, the AUM that FTR is
We've got around we've been having around 100K under management for that last products, and basically we're doubling to tripling every quarter. So yeah,
I think with the changes you're introducing, and the biggest change is going away from the serum experience. I think that is going to change things so much,
And I hope definitely we're gonna spend way more efforts than before. Like the distributor, the last quarter focus was on chain. We've been advertising this. The idea was really to build something convincing before spending time, effort, and money into advertising. But now there is the distributor that will be on mainnet very soon. Within the next hour, there is the fixed rate contract that is already on DevNet, and we have to implement the stablecoin once again. So this will be another product for the FTR ecosystem that has to be implemented before launching that on-chain. So basically, the on-chain part is almost done. I have Novice that is working full time on this, so this saves me time for focusing definitely on advertising, gaining exposure, and I feel we're on the right wave with all these newcomers. We have competitive advantage because we'll be on chain. We have a high yield, and these guys are hopefully. But again, when I'm saying these guys, I'm talking about Ribbon Finance. I'm talking about everyone that is selling products in a vault, strategies, because basically that's what we're doing. We're just another product at the end of the day. So I hope these ones are basically paving the way for us to come back and say, look at this. This is amazing, and you're already used to put money into vaults and strategies. So that's the idea.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I'm looking at the various chats. Like what is evident to me from people's reactions are is mostly some more traditional people, finance oriented investors that. I think they consider having those positions on chain very important. So you see people coming from the outside having a proof that this is not a Ponzi is very important. While crypto native people that understand that the growing pains of decentralization contain quite a lot of trust in centralized parties and in anonymous teams, they are much, more comfortable taking this kind of systemic risk.
Yeah, definitely, and we completely understand it. But again, I think it will be very profitable at the end of the day to have the two sides, which will be the centralized side and the decentralized side. And we definitely want to see a carousel of products with some of them that are on-chain and some of them that are centralized. This is what we are going to develop within the next months. But yeah,
awesome
definitely.
Awesome stuff.
Also why we won't let go that moving on-chain goal, and we're almost there. We're just having a good idea and want to add a brick on top of this to make the product even more profitable. Like the product we're working on, you'll be able to get. People will be able to get long exposure on BTC or ETH while gathering the funding rates that is available on Mongo Market or Jet Protocol. So we're also once again trying to innovate and get a juicy product so people can do what they want with it. But yeah, definitely we've been also watching at OHM and a lot of other protocols that claim to be treasuries. And this is also something that has been discussed in the community. Maybe we can take that path to, again, that Q1 of next year will be very interesting. I hope I'll be able to discuss this with you again.
Before we go into the governance side of things, of how the protocol and the whole project is governed, I would like to stand a little bit on the benefits of someone holding FTR. What are the current benefits of the FTR holder, of someone holding the FTR token, and what are the benefits now, and what do you envision for the future?
At the moment, there is low benefits. We still have some access to a lot of data. Basically, that is a trading dashboard with a lot of data from top 10 exchanges like order flow, automated technical analysis, private signals. But we are definitely going to add, as I described earlier, a screening panel so people can see where is basically we'll be offering them good basis trade ideas, kind of what like Basis is doing. So this will be available for regular holders of every NFT and every FTR. The FTR use case was supposed to be most importantly about being necessary to purchase our products. So this is supposed to create scarcity and make the price up. So basically people this is also play on word, but people can stake FTR and USDC, and in fact, they are investing into the fixed rate. So this is once again another advantage of FTR holders. They can buy the FTR fixed rate. And there is also a huge proposition in the projects, which is profit sharing. But as discussed so far, these profits are almost all of them are reinvested. We've been thinking about distributing profits for the first quarter of next year. I fear the current returns will not allow us to fund this yield from the benefits of the current fixed rate products. So we aim to provide, for the first time ever in the first quarter of 2022, a single stake pool for FTR holders. Well, basically, that will be fairly low for that first quarter, but we'll be implementing that that vault. Well, basically, people will be able to stake their FTR and get an APY that will be, of course, lower than the fixed rate, but that will be representative of that promise that we'll be sharing a share of the profits. And basically, we'll be taking hopefully a share of the benefits we get for the NFT mints to pay as an upfront our dear holders. So again,
awesome stuff, man.
There is
Awesome.
there is utility that is at first we've been as you know, because we've been advertising putting these videos in the Grapes Discord. We've been putting a lot of work into a dashboard so people can just with their FTR get access to exclusive data, and very soon they'll be able to get exclusive trade ideas for basis trades. There is the use case about locking FTR into the products, and there is that benefit share that is coming again very soon. Like technically, it was amazing for us that Atrix came into the market because it allowed us to distribute rewards on-chain in a permissionless way. Basically, before you needed to talk to Radium or set up a farm with a centralized company. Now you can do this on your own. So basically, it will be very easy in a technical point of view to set up that single stake pool of FTR, and we'll definitely open multiple pools on Atrix for different kind of stuff. But yeah, again, I hope I'll be able to come back and talk about these.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Really looking forward on all these things you're building. Last part I would like to talk about is governance. What are you doing there? How is the project governed? How does the protocol choose a direction? And will the FTR holders be able to participate in that?
At the moment, the protocol is fully centralized and is, of course, we're discussing with big holders and the community in a general way in the Discord mainly. But yeah, that, for example, that decision of not taking VC's money is completely my own, and some people have been saying, okay, you should take money from VCs because you need to expand in a faster way and you need to get more contacts, etc. So this is rather centralized at the moment. We definitely want every holders to be highly involved into the project, especially given the fact that we don't have any VC once again. So we've been developing during the Ignition hackathon a voting smart contract. But maybe I'm mistaken, but I've been seeing some tweets recently from you and maybe from another guy, and I think there is a decentralized solution that is provided. I don't know if it's from Mango, but I'm seeing an open source and kind of standard governance smart contracts and UI. So we'll definitely go into that direction for next month as well. and implement as soon as possible. Like we wanted to build our own governance, smart contract ecosystem and UI, but we are realizing that this is now open source and standardized. So we're definitely gonna use these standard tools in the Solana ecosystem. But again, am I wrong?
This for Grape this was the biggest benefit of actually going to the Solana breakpoint in Lisbon, because we were fortunate to meet Sebastian Bohr, who is an engineer that works in Solana Labs. He is based in London, and he is in charge of creating the Solana governance program, which is on-chain governance for Solana. And what they've been building is the backend, which is extremely rich. It has insane amount of capabilities. It has so much game theory baked into it we haven't even like understood what the amount of stuff they've built. Now the issue is that there's no front end, and the only project that has been working on the front end is Mango, and that's why you've seen quite a lot of Mango has the most advanced DAO so far, just because they've been working with the Solana program to build that UI. And you'll notice that the whole governance experience that is offered by Solana at the moment is on a Mango URL, which is about to change, because many projects, including Grape, have jumped in to help and actually bring their DAOs there. So go explore it, reach out, join the Solana governance Discord, and you'll see it is on a different level. And I love that you also have this kind of mentality where you don't want to overlap builds. You don't want to be building something that already exists and works, and the market likes it. It's better for everybody to use each other's products. And coming from Solana and having those superstars building on it, just makes the whole thing very promising. So I totally encourage you to explore that. Ask me. I'll definitely guide you to this place.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I just want to take a few minutes, because this is really amazing for me to be in an ecosystem where everyone is so friendly. Like the Solana Foundation is doing, in my opinion, an amazing work, like between Serum, Atrix. Basically, if you want to build something, you can right now. There is a lot of tools that are already available. And I don't think, like I haven't been developing on Ethereum, but I think we're very lucky to be in that ecosystem and not in another one, because these guys are doing a lot of stuff just for the community, and can't wait to send back our share of the profits and improve the ecosystem in a way or another. Also want to thank you for that governance program and for helping us since the beginning. It's a pleasure to be with you, bro.
Last thing that I see some questions on the various video platforms is you mentioned for a second the stablecoin. Can you go back on that and give us a little bit more info, like when and what kind of yield is going to be to have baked into it, and will it have use cases for other yield strategies?
Well, as you mentioned, there is an increasing competition, and a lot of projects have been launching themselves on providing passive income solutions. The thing is, we can do basically everything that is around us. So we can technically, we have the skills to do things like covered call strategies, for example, like what Ribbon is doing, or that kind of stablecoin. And basically, when we saw that UDX started a stablecoin, I don't know if you saw that project, UDX.
Yeah, UXD. We had an AMA with them. They were called Soteria back in the day.
Yeah. I remember talking with one of these guys. So I think the idea is pretty interesting, but we'll definitely try to build something of that kind. So basically, it will be a stable coin that will be opening and closing position, basis position on Mango, Jet protocol, and basically every DEX that is available in the Solana ecosystem. At least that's the idea. And basically this yield is supposed to, like, the yields are highly dependent, unlike the fixed rates, the floating rate that you can see on main DEXs are highly dependent of the bullishness of the market. So basically these yields are currently very low, but during bull market or bullish weeks, it can reach something like 100 APY, sometimes more. But basically the idea is to provide a stable coin that will represent these market neutral position on these various DEXs, and the expected APY is highly variable, but it's supposed to be positive at any time. And it's supposed to get the FTR project more close to something like OIHM, because we will be able to deliver yields on a very close and small period basis, like for example weekly. So this stablecoin will have other use case. You will be able to put that floating yield stablecoin into a pool with USDC, where it will provide another fixed rate on top of that floating yield, and you will be able to take that stablecoin and get long exposure on BTC or ETH with that stablecoin that will be again yielding money.
Awesome. I think you gave a super clear answer to the people asking. I see no other questions. I'm also noticing that we've been talking for 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's insane. I did not expect that.
We always have long and interesting discussions with you.
Yeah, man. No, the usual AMAs are 30 minutes and stuff like that. We just can't do that. There's too much stuff to talk about.
Yeah, thanks for
I personally don't see any more questions, but if there is anything else that you want to let the audience know, I think now it's the time. The stage is yours.
Well, thanks first of all for having me on this MAA. Thanks for everyone that has been taking on their time to listen to us. Again, we're thinking long term there. We have a fixed rate product that is also a long-term product. We will get more products to adapt to people that want fast and high yield products. But yeah, we will be keeping that direction, and I'm also available for any question. And yeah, thanks again for everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to the FTR team. Thank you to all the people on Twitch, media.network, YouTube, and especially those on the Discord stage. I would advise everybody to give a couple of hours and then go visit Future Finance and go check the new UI and play around. If you need anything, guys, for the audience, I'm talking to the audience. If you have any questions, you can reach out here on the Grape server, or you can go visit Future Finance's community and ask there. And yeah, that's it. I think we should speak again in a couple of months and go over the new products that you're going to be offering, and we also hope to have a more liquid market that to reflect, to allow it to reflect the beautiful things you are building.
Yeah, thanks for the insight. Thanks for the suggestion, and thanks again.
Thank you once again, guys. It was an honor and a pleasure. Goodbye, and I'll be exiting the stage and closing it together. Goodbye to all the people on YouTube Twitch and media. We'll see each other on Tuesday for Whale's Tales and then for an AMA with Invictus. So tune in next week. Lots of cool shit. Take care, stay liquid, stay safe, and don't get shaken out.
Bye-bye.